Okay, so I think that is rightly answered. The next one is, my boyfriend says he has blue balls. Oosh. My boyfriend says he has blue balls,
Mhm.
so I should have sex with him. What should I do?
That's an interesting question. I came across the term blue balls when I interacted with a group of young people who had asked me to come and speak to them. And at the time when they told me about blue balls, I was a little confused, I must confess, because
Okay.
it was the first time I heard it.
Wow.
When I was growing up, we probably had a different term
For
to describe it other than the blue balls. So I had to do a little bit of a search
Okay.
of what the blue balls is. And my understanding is that when the male is sexually stimulated to a certain point and he does not discharge,
Yeah.
release, then he would have some pains in the
Yes,
testes,
yeah.
which is what is referred to
As
as
blue balls.
blue balls. I also think that this is a trick that many of the young people use on the ladies.
Okay.
You know, yes. Granted that if you are sexually stimulated, I mean, it is very debatable. Some people say that it's not true.
That there is blue balls.
Yes, some
Okay.
authorities deny
Okay.
the existence of blue balls, whilst others also say it is true based more on experience
Yeah.
than what science can prove.
Science can prove, sure.
Okay, so let's say that really blue balls exist. I'm not confirming or denying, but just for the purpose of this argument, assuming without admitting that blue balls exist. And the young man says that I am at this point, I have to have it so that I can get rid of my pain, and so on and so forth. And the lady feels obliged to do it. The logic of it is not right.
Okay.
Okay? There are times that we have to live with pain. And I have preached a series of messages on that. Pain is part of the human being's life on earth.
Okay.
Okay? And there are some people who live with pain all the days of their life. And not any medication can take it away. In any case, as soon as the young person gets rid of his sexual stimulation, the blue balls will go away. You see? So you can, if you are sexually stimulated, you can think about something else for your sexual stimulation to what? To die down, and your blue balls will go away.
Okay.
Please, young ladies, do not allow these young people who are bent on having sex with you at all costs to deceive you, to sort of try to get you to sympathize with their uncontrollable appetite by saying that they are having pain. I don't think it is your fault that the young man is having pain. It is his uncontrollable desires. And the young man must find ways to control his sexual desires, not to get to that height for him to have the blue balls. At this point, I like to advise the young people who are in a relationship. If you are in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, do not expose yourself to sexually stimulating things. For example, sitting alone in a dark room or in a room, you would be stimulating yourself sexually, which is not good, which heightens the temptation of wanting to have sex. It is better to sit in an open. You want privacy, I grant you that, but you can still have that privacy in an open place, not dark places. I will counsel the young people, if you are dating or if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, take them home, okay? And sit in your father's hall and talk.
When they are on.
Of course. Wow. That is an wow. Nothing can be further from the truth. I don't know of any research that connect sex and intelligence, as it were. You are a very normal human being if you do have sex. You are a very normal human being if you don't have sex. Okay? There are some people who have lived a very normal, intelligent life all through their life, and some may have lived to over 60, very, very intelligent, and they never married and they never had sex. You see? So there is no connection between sex and intelligence. No, there's no connection. I think that it is one of the things that young people do. They tease each other with this. And unsuspecting young people would be caught in the trap, and before they know it, they are into the nefarious activities of their peers. I like to say that if your friends are saying that to you, they are not good friends. You have to avoid their company and find new friends who would encourage you to keep your chastity and to let your virginity be a gift to your husband or to your wife. I think the best gift you can give to your husband or your wife is your virginity. That is, if you have already not broken it. But if you have, you pray to God to forgive you your sins, and you live the rest of your life until you get married before you begin to engage in sex. So please, do not heed to this advice. It's not a good advice. You are not bulubulu. You are not Jimmy Jimmy. You are not dumb. You are not stupid simply because you are a virgin. I think that, in fact, you are a very intelligent person if you decide to abstain and hold yourself onto marriage. In this day and age that we live in, it is only the bold and the courageous who will be able to stay and not have sex until they marry. And I believe that such young people must be commended. Such young people must be eulogized. They must be adored. They must be held in high esteem. And their good works must be commended. So I commend you for abstaining and for staying chaste until you marry. Do not listen to such dumb. It is the advice that is dumb. It is not a sin at all. But let me begin by explaining what wet dreams is. Especially the men. This is more pronounced in men, maybe to a larger extent in women. But when you hit puberty, your testicles is a factory that produces sperm. And the sperm is held in a certain duct. Okay, so the duct is not infinite. Your testes will continue to produce the sperm, and then it will be held in the duct. So at a point, the duct will be full, and nature has to get rid of it. Yes, it has to get rid of it. So sometimes at that point, when it is very full, it is at that point that you feel very much like you want to have sex, because there is the need for an emptying of the duct. Okay, so God has so designed that it will come out in the night when you are dreaming. When you are sleeping. Let me say it again. It will come out at night when you are sleeping. So you sleep and you get up and sometimes you will dream and you feel like you are urinating. And then when you get up, you will realize that, oh, okay, I'm wet. But it is not the regular urine, it is rather semen. It is normal, it is natural. Once again, let me say that if you experience that, it means that you are a normal human being and you are producing semen normally. And chances are that if you marry, you will be able to have children. So it is not an abnormality at all. I interacted with one young person who said that his pastor was telling him that he was having wet dreams. So he was married to Mami Water or something. So in the night, the evil spirit will come and have, yes, that's why he gets up like that. I don't know anything like that. There's no basis for that in the Bible. I haven't read any Bible verse that suggests that there is anything like a spiritual marriage or so on and so forth. I think the closest we can come to was when God equated his relationship with Israel as marriage. But may I say that relationship, there is no intercourse. There's no sex involved in it. It is just a metaphor that God used to equate his relationship with Israel as a man and the wife. So I don't believe that there can be spiritual marriage. I am yet to be convinced that there is a spiritual marriage. Having said that, it has also come to some of our attention that some young men, some young women are doing all kinds of agreement with all kinds of spirit for all kinds of reasons. Some of these occultic practice, so that in some occultic clans and groupings, you would be made to swear allegiance to a certain god, that you are married to that god. If you go to that extent, you are opening yourself up for Satan to use you. You are opening yourself up for Satan to use you. And if you give any occasion to the devil, he will use you. I urge you not to be involved in any occultic clans, any occultic practices, let alone swearing allegiance to marry a god. Please don't do it. And if you've done something like that, you need to pray and ask God to forgive you. That is all it takes. You can talk to your pastor who would help pray for you so that you are freed of whatever curse or whatever agreement you have with these evil spirits. That's just the little that I have to say with regards to that.
Thank you for watching Bethel TV, and we've been discussing sex and relationship. Please, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to drop them in our comment box, as we will spend quality time to answer them in our next episodes. God bless you, and please share to your space of influence.